Hey guys, this video is going to be a book review of Perdido Street Station by China Miéville, the first book in the Bas-Lag trilogy, I think I said that right, which is set in the city of New Crobuzon on the world of Bas-Lag. I got this book along with the rest of the trilogy for my birthday last year, and so I was pretty keen to get into it because I'd heard a lot of stuff about China Miéville's work, and heard a lot of good. Perdido Street Station follows Isaac Dan der Grimnebulin, I think I said that right, a roughly middle-aged scientist who lives in the city of New Crobuzon. New Crobuzon is a gargantuan metropolis that encompasses so many different things. It's both an amazingly beautiful and enlightened city with a really good university, and a junk heap that is filled with criminals and aliens and all sorts of stuff. Not entirely unlike many cities in the real world, if I'm honest. At the start of the book, both Isaac and his lover, Lynn, a Khepri artist, the Khepri being people who look like human females but have scarabs for heads, they both undertake commissions for new mysterious people to the city that they've never heard of before, and both of these commissions start the events of the book. I won't go any further with that because, spoilers, this is the point where anyone who is bothered about being spoiled in the series should stop watching because there's going to be some spoilery bits in here. The world of this book was kind of confusing in a lot of ways, mostly because it kind of felt like it just had absolutely anything you could think of jammed in there. Now there's some books that can manage that, but this one felt like it was just all shoved in because it could be, and I mean, there was magic, there was science, there were demons, there were vampires, there were alien-y people called Xenians. There's all sorts of weird stuff in there, and it felt like it was all just kind of jammed in without that much thought gone into how it would all work together, and clearly there was actual thought put into it. It just felt rather crowded. I found that a lot of the characters in this book were quite difficult for me to like. This is best shown by Isaac. Isaac exemplified a lot of the character traits that I don't really care for in my protagonists. He was pretentious and short-sighted as to how things would work out, and he was also a bit of an emotional coward in a lot of ways. He was not keen on really taking emotional risks. By the end of the book, he had managed to grow on me somewhat, but it was a struggle to get to that point for him. I am aware that this is the setup for the character to actually get character development and everything, but it's just difficult for me to like that sort of character, and Isaac, as I said, he really exemplifies these character traits I just find difficult to like. On the other hand, I really liked Lynn quite a lot. She was a character that had come from such a strange set of circumstances and was having to, at the same time, discover and rediscover her own culture and the way that she was coming into it and interacted with her own culture, and it just really was interesting. And she was also an artist and an activist, so she was both trying to mould the future culture as well as to actually fight the injustice or whatever that she was seeing in the current culture. And I just really enjoyed this, though she did actually end up still with some of the same character traits as Isaac, in that she was quite pretentious and a bit short-sighted in that regard. But I still liked her overall journey. I think it's a shame what happens to her at the end, or by the end rather. I hope that she gets some nice things happening to her in the second book, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Now I'm going to just briefly mention Yagharek. He was a weird character, and I did not quite know how to sort of think about him, because, especially with the discoveries at the end of the book as to what actually happened with him, and weird, especially with the way that his sort of crimes get shown up at the end. It's weird, and I don't know what to do about it in my head, but The plot of the novel was a very complex but interesting one that I found really, really engaging. There was just a lot of really interesting twists and stuff that blindsided me. Just completely, I did not see them coming. Whereas there was this problem for me that this plot was kind of padded out. It was as you can see, it's a very big book, and some of it felt a lot like padding, which I'm not so fussed about. But it worked for most of it. It was just a bit iffy at places. Overall, I would say that I enjoyed this book. I will be reading the rest of the series, so with the issues that I had with this one, I'm going to be cognizant of those going forward, and we'll see sort of how that I get on with those. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this book. I would love to know what you think, so let me know down below. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and that you remember to like and share it, and subscribe to my channel. Click on the thumbnails down below to see other videos by me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.